Good morning, my dear student. Welcome you in online class of Balchadna Group of Institution. Myself, Farin Chaudhary from TGT Social Science in Balchadna Public School, Hudagorji. In last previous video, we studied about the tribal movements such as Sannyasi revolt in Maharashtra, Kol revolt in Jharkhand, Santhal, Bhil, Ramosi rebellion is and today we discuss about the role of revolutionary in India's freedom struggle. So let's start our topic. You know, British East India Company come in 600 AD and from 757. This period is in British East India Company is known as for business and trade. After 1757 AD to 1857, this time period is known as the company rule. Company rule. So, in 1600, British East India Company get the permission from the Britain Queen Elizabeth first and come India for the business and trade. But in 1757, East India Company get the Diwani rights from the Mughal Emperor Farooq Siyar and started their rule. And this rule is known as the company rule. And after 57 to 1947 till the independence, this time period is known as the British rule. British rule or British Raj means in this time period British administrations get the command of India in his hand from the company East India Company. So in after or from 1757 to 1947, the British or East India Company behave with the Indian people as cruel and they imposed heavy tax on farmers, traders, etc. So this type of cruelty stop to cruelty, many revolutionaries came in front to British East India Company to, and people to get the independence. So today we discuss about the role of revolutionary in Indian freedom struggle. You know, people of India, the people of India never accepted the British sovereignty with their hearts and continue their struggles for independence from right from 1757 AD till the time they finally achieved in 1947. The exploitation which took place in 1857. 1857 is known as the first Indian freedom struggle, and these struggles shook up the British Empire to its roots. The revolutionary movement in India rose due to the exact reason which led the rise of extremism, the freedom struggle. Despite the steep resistance provided by the Indians in 1857, the English could not tolerate it, but reactionary policy of Lord Curzon compelled in the Indian resort to a revolutionary and the partition of Bengal in 1905 AD shook the self-respect of the Indian. In this term, after revolt of 1857, Lord, Lord Curzon became the Governor General of India, and he had done partition of Bengal in 1905 AD. Through this, British adopted the policy of divide and rule. Through this policy, Lord Curzon get the partition of Bengal in 1905 AD. Through this partition, Bengal was divided into two parts. First, Western Bengal and Eastern Bengal. This partition was on the name of good administration. Lord Curzon, the British, said that they had problem to running the administration in Bengal. So it is the necessity of partition of Bengal. So on the basis of divide and rule, Lord Curzon get the partition of Bengal in 1905, and in this term Bengal, Western Bengal and Eastern Bengal. Western Bengal populated by Hindus and Eastern Bengal populated by Muslim. Because at that time both were Hindu and Muslim unite to each other, and they protest the British policies. So British administration decided to separate each other, and they took the partition of Bengal in 1905 AD. And this is the shock, the self-respect of the Indians. In the frustration born of the repressive policy of the British administration and the failure of leader not to provide the effective leadership to suppressing masses, gave rise to the rise of revolutionary movement. And this incident, means partition of Bengal, rise the revolutionary movement in India. The revolutionaries believed that the foreign rule will be lead to accession of the suitable element in national life, be they religious, political forms, moral value, and Indian culture. Thus, their one and only aim was the freedom of India. In this term, this revolutionary activities started first in Bengal. After that, revolutionary movement started in Maharashtra. A, in Maharashtra, a government worker named Vasudev Balwant Phadke lead the revolutionary activities in Maharashtra. Government worker named Balwant Vasudev Balwant Phadke. Vasudev Balwant Phadke. Vasudev Balwant Phadke was the government worker or servant, and he began revolutionary activities in Maharashtra. He left the government servant. He left the government service to fight the problem faced by the people of Maharashtra, which rose due to the regular drought. Mean at the time of 1879, Maharashtra faced the famine, drought, such physical or natural calamities, and British laid upon high taxes on the farmers. So Balwant Phadke, Vasudev Balwant Phadke left the government service and decided to fight the problems faced by the people of Maharashtra. We then he went over to different place in Maharashtra and gave a speech declaring the end of the English rule. In this, when Vasudev Phadke given speech against the British or English government, then he was arrested by the government in 1879 AD for inciting the people and deported to Yemen, where he died in 1889. Same in this term, Maharashtra, two brothers named Chapekar brother. Chapekar brothers. Chapekar brothers' name was the Damodar Hari Chapekar. Damodar Hari Chapekar. Balkrishna Hari Chapekar and Vasudev Hari Chapekar. These three brothers started the revolutionary activity in Maharashtra against the British government. So and they were belongs to Pune in the state of Maharashtra. The, and these three brothers gave a new directions to revolutionary movement. In 1893, they founded a society named Hindu Dharam Sanrakshan Sabha to give a new directions to the revolutionary movement. In 1893 AD, these brothers founded the Hindu Dharam Sarakshana Sabha. In the form of social programs of this society, they began organizing people and started the Ganesh Utsav and Shivaji Utsav and developed the feeling of love for one countries in the people. So, and in this term, on 22 June 1897, brothers Damodar Hari Chapekar and Balkrishna Hari Chapekar assassinated a British officer named W.C. Rand. W.C. Rand and his military escort named Irest at Pune in Maharashtra and killed these both officers. This was the first case of militant nationalism in India after the 1857 revolt. This organization, Hindu Dharam Sarakshana Sabha, was started to celebrate Shivaji Utsav and Ganesh Utsav to motivate people toward the patriotism. At that time in Maharashtra, the plague epidemic spread in Pune in 1897 AD. And people suffering from this epidemic. This epidemic, plague epidemic, spread through the rat. You know, corona epidemic spread in whole world, and this disease declare an epidemic by WHO. Same epidemic named plague spread in Pune in 1893 and British government imposed heavy tax on the farmers. So these brothers Damodar Hari Chapekar, Balkrishna Hari Chapekar attack on W.C. Rand, a British officer, and his military escort named Irest on 22 June 1897 and killed both when they were opposed the British policy. So the British government appointed a plague commission in the leadership of W.C. Rain. So they come in India to see the actual condition of Maharashtra. The flag commissioner W.C. Rain and its military escort Lieutenant Iris were creating terror instead of helping the people. Means both were create terror instead of helping the people in such calamities. People of Pune suffering because of these officers. Chapekar brothers killed them on 22 June 1897. So this is about the partition of Bengal, Vasudev Balwant Phadke and Chapekar brothers. Now a great revolutionary named Shyamji Karshan Verma. Shyamji Karshan Verma. First, I tell you some basic detail about the Shyamji Karshan Verma. He born on 4 October 1857 in Mandvi, Kutch district of Gujarat. He died on 30 March 1930 in Geneva, Switzerland. And he studied in the Cambridge University of London. He founded two organizations and a monthly and published a monthly magazine. Two organizations, first Indian Home Rule Society and second India House in 1905. And he published a magazine named India Sociologist. Shyamji Karshan Verma was an Indian freedom fighter. Along with he lawyer and journalist. Indian Home Rule Society. The main purpose of Indian Home Rule Society. It was an Indian organization founded in London in 1905 after the partition of Bengal, and that sought to promote the causes of self-rule in British India. This organization was the main purpose of these organizations to establish self-rule in British India. The organization was founded by Shyamji Karshan Verma with the support of Bhikhaji Kama, Dadabhai Naoroji and S.R. Rana. Second organization he founded named as India Houses. He founded India House in London, and it was a student residence that existed between 1905 and 1910, which was open to promote nationalist view among the student in British. India House is a such place in which if any Indian reside in the Britain can join the India House. It means it is a center of revolutionary in Britain. And Shyamji Karshan Verma published a monthly magazine named The Indian Sociologist. He founded Indian Sociologist, the monthly magazine. Indian Sociologist became the outlet outlet for nationalist ideas. So now we discuss about Shyamji Karshan Verma in detail. Shyamji Karshan Verma was a resident of Kathiawad in western India, and he get education from the University of Cambridge and become a barrister and become a lawyer. When he returning to India, he was hurt by corrupt nature of British political resident and determined to liberate India. He made his own workplace in London, and established two organizations named India House and Indian Home Rule Society. He was the first to take initiative of establishing a revolutionary organization outside the India to get freedom. He founded Bharat Savshasan Committee in 1905, which is known as the India House. He also started a monthly magazine named India Socialism. India House became the hub of Indians who were interested in revolution in England. V.D. Savarkar, Lala Hardayal and Madan Lal Dingda became the member of India House. British government starting taking action against him. He left for Paris and continued his revolutionary activities. So this is about the Shyamji Karshan Verma. In next video we discuss about the revolutionary movement in Bengal and a revolutionary named V.D. Savarkar. So I hope you understand about the revolutionary movement in Maharashtra, partition of Bengal and Chapekar brothers, and about the Shyamji Karshan Verma. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay blessed. Stay safe.